Hello everyone, this is Lolo the Samurai back for another episode of the Sir Alex Ferguson Challenge with Crystal Palace on Football Manager 2018. The last time we played Chelsea and we lost 2-0, and I also said that we would play Leicester. Well, I lied. I'm at the very end of the season with one match left to go. Now, the reason I didn't play Leicester like I promised was I was under a lot of pressure at that point. I was in the relegation zone. I was struggling to get out. And since I haven't uploaded a single episode of this just yet, I didn't really want to apply myself more pressure by recording while I play, considering I'm like talking in the middle of the games. And multitasking a bunch of things can be a bit difficult, and I really wanted to win the games on my own. So I hope you guys can respect my decision here, because I really need to get out of this, and it was just difficult. And yeah, we lost the game anyways, which it didn't come out. Vardy scored a poker. But right now we are actually out of the relegation zone. Now, I was planning to record this no matter what if we were on the last day and we were still fighting, even if we were in the relegation zone, because either this would have been an epic end to the series where we saved ourselves, or it's just a breath take that we might get out of this. And yeah, we're not finished yet. We're still trying to get out of this. I'll go over to who they have last, each of the four teams, in a second. But yeah, we are one match away from the end of the season. We're playing Swansea in this episode, and they're actually doing quite well. They're in 6th, so it's not like real life. But look at the point difference between 6th and 5th, though. Now, my worry here is Brighton, because Brighton are on 18th, and they actually have Liverpool last, which should be a loss, especially given the form they're on. But I'm not counting my chickens just yet, because Liverpool have nothing to play for. They've pretty much confirmed 5th no matter what. So it's they have nothing to play for, and that's why I'm even worried. Now for West Ham have Watford at the end of the season, who Watford are also doing quite well. So I'm kind of counting myself for one of these teams to lose. One of these two. That's for Burnley. I don't think they're too much of a threat, but just in case I want to check them as well, they have Everton last. So yeah, I think Burnley might save themselves. Well, actually, I'm not sure, but one of Brighton and West Ham are going to save themselves, and I think we're almost safe, because I think one of those teams is going to lose. We need a really, really bad match day in order for us to get relegated, which I think is a bit of a breath take for me, but we gotta see how the match goes, because in football, obviously anything can happen. So yeah, we're playing Swansea. I'll check who they have in a second. Our top scorer is Christian Benteke with 16 goals, who's been fantastic this season. And I gotta go over the matches as well, how we got out of this situation. So, how we got out of the situation. Last time we played Chelsea, and since then things didn't really go well. We played against West Ham, and we were being smashed at one point. I think we were losing 4-1 in one moment, and I thought, you know what, things are tough in there. Then we have a match with Burnley, who I think were like 3 points ahead of us at the time, and they were also in the relegation. I'm not sure they were in the relegation zone by then, but they were. Can you check the tables? Let me see. They were fighting to get out of it, and we have 3 points behind, which really tells you a lot about how we just could not lose this game. Okay, I don't think you can check it, but we didn't lose it. We drew it, which I wasn't happy with, and then we had to beat Man City. That's why I wasn't happy with it, because we had Man City next, and I knew we were going to lose it, and that we did. We lost to Man City pretty convincingly as well. And as for Leicester, we were beating them for the whole first half, and then the second half, Jamie Vardy just comes out of nowhere and scores a poker, and yeah, he was massive in that game. And it was really silly, that match, because we were leading for most of the first half, and at the start of the second half, Vardy scores, and then the match just changes from there. They immediately turned the game around in 5 minutes, and there's not much we could have done. Then we got a win against Bournemouth, and I was really nervous here, but we got the win, and that's all I cared about. Not much else to say. Lost to Arsenal. I actually thought we played really well in this match. We lost, and we lost kind of convincingly, but I thought maybe not convincingly. We gave them a run for their money. We almost scored near the end. I believe Saha bottled the chance. Story of the season, of course. Not really shocking. Huddersfield was next. An absolutely massive game. Huddersfield were fighting relegation. They were 32nd. I thought they were going to get the drop if they lost, but they're actually 13th and safe. So Huddersfield there, and from there we didn't really lose. We drew at Everton. We shamefully drew at home against Watford. If we had held on in the last 20 minutes, we could have actually been safe by now. And then against West Brom, we got a 2-0 win, and you don't know how much I celebrated Kabai's goal. He scored a free kick, and it was I really celebrated that because I was so worried they were going to score in the last few minutes, and they didn't. So yeah, there's not much to say about the fixtures. It was kind of like, it was some bad form. Now we're currently on an unbeaten run. So yeah, I'm going to try and beat Swansea no matter what here, because I really rather rely on us and not others. But judging on how things went, I think this is going to be their win. And just being realistic. But of course, I have to try my best here. And hope, if we lose, we got to hope Brighton or West Ham slip up. So let's take you off. I'm going to use the same lineup as all season. I still have Townsend at right wing back, by the way. Navidou Sakho's injured, but he has 95% fitness and 92% match sharpness. So I think we can play him. Not really injured. He's more knackered, if anything. All right. I didn't check with the squad, by the way. They have AU, Boney. Boney is obviously a very good player. Kind of declined a little bit on this version, but he's still very good. I have to watch out for him. He's a good goal scorer. Under Ayu's there. I quite rate Ayu, although again he doesn't look as good on this version. He's actually quite slow as well. I didn't expect him to be that slow. Kind of declined this version. He's not really been the same. And Ki Sung-yoon, who is again not the same player. You could see Swansea's decline in recent years has really affected their squad. But I'd say his passing is something we have to watch out for, as well as his vision. He had 14 vision there. Renato Sanchez, of course, we have to watch out for him. He's quite a good prospect, loan from Bayern Munich. And yeah, he looks quite good, if I'm honest. 18 determination, 17 stamina, 18 work rate. Yeah, another workhorse we have. Alright. So we're going to line up with this, as always. I'm going to think of a second tactic for the next season. But for now, we're going to rely on what we used all season, because I think I'm not going to risk anything by this point. I'm going to go counter. No, you know, I was... I said I was going to go counter and like flip-flop in like 1 second. I was just reminded that counter sometimes screwed me up. I was just attacking and it did well for me. So, sorry for my English. Why you don't speak English, Brian? No idea. It's not my first language, but it is something I could speak quite well, say. So, yeah. Let's get on with this. Let's see the results. I'm going to pay most attention to this rather than a match, because okay, West Ham is losing, which is good. That is a good start. West Ham are currently in the relegation zone. Gray scores for Watford. And shots over by Klukas. No danger yet. Brighton is playing Liverpool, as I said. Watford is playing West Ham, or I should say West Ham is playing Watford, because West Ham is the one we're battling against. Newcastle scored against Stoke. Stoke was actually in danger a while back, but they comfortably survived in the end. They won a good run. If you remember from the last few episodes, Stoke was actually the one that was struggling, as well as Southampton, but both of them comfortably survived. They're barely above us, but they have 5 more points than us. Okay, Man City's beating Huddersfield, and Liverpool's beating Brighton. All right, I can get behind that. We got a good start here. So Burnley looked like they might save themselves if the results end like this. All right. We've been very ineffective so far. Hopefully we can get a counter here. Alright, come on. Oh, they want it in the air. There's Narsing, who goes in the right wing. Narsing, oh, he beats... Schlupp gets a tackle. He stops him in his tracks, but Narsing wins it back. Over to Ki Sung-yoon. Schlupp wins it back again. Alright, this is the counter. Come on, Saha. Get the through ball. He's going to shoot, isn't he? He shot. I have no problem with selling Zaha this season, despite how important he's been. Things are going well for us right now. Things are going quite well. Like I said, all we need here is for Watford and Liverpool to win, or at least make their opposition, draw points. And so far, it's gone perfectly to plan. Alright. It's halftime. And hopefully we can keep the draw here. Maybe if we can push for a win, that would be great. But like I said, of course, I obviously just want to stay up. But if we can keep our unbeaten run, that would be fantastic. So we're on an unbeaten run of 4 games, I think. 4 or 3. I forgot the count, but the important thing here is staying up, not the unbeaten run or anything. Cabaye has it. Come on, Cabaye. Over to Benteke. Benteke he holds it up. He thinks about what to do. Cabaye. There's Zaha. Fabianski with a diving save. Fabianski saves it for Swansea. That could have been our first. Rakip. Benteke. Benteke holds it up longer. Trying to get the ball away from his opposing defender. MacArthur. There's Zaha. Come on, Zaha. Do something with it. Benteke. He passed it back, and the play has been broken down. And MacArthur brings it back to his half. Oh, here's a chance for Swansea. There's Abraham. I think it's Tammy Abraham. If that's Tammy Abraham, I'd be quite surprised that I didn't really check. Must be a sub. Yeah, it's a sub. It is Tammy Abraham. See if you can see there. Alright, Burnley are... Looks like West Ham are gonna save themselves because Burnley are losing. Yeah, we're gonna make a sub as well. What a game there's at Newcastle right now. Moving Loftus-Cheek with Cabaye instead. MacArthur's playing quite well here. It has to be said. Ki Sung-yoon. Oh, what a goal. It looked like he chipped the keeper in his net. Normally I would be livid about that, but things are looking quite good for us, so I don't have a reason to be worried yet. If West Ham and Brighton score now, then I will be worried. Although we have played quite well here. Let's make another sub ourselves. Let's give Wickham a chance. He's not played much this season. I've put him on as a sub in a few games, but it's really not done too much. Oh wow, I did not see that coming. Townsend. He pressures the number 19, whoever that may be. Loftus-Cheek. Pass it over to MacArthur, over to Wickham. In the middle, Benteke, he skies it. Oh, Benteke. That was for the taking there. Alright. AU has it on the left side on its box, and Wilfred Boney heads it over. It looks like it's not looking great for us. I think our best chance is in Brighton and Watford at the moment. And Watford is 2-0 up, so I think it's safe to say we are safe. I think we are safe, guys. I think we've done it. I think after a long season of... I was really scared here, but I think we have done it. I think we have survived the drop. I'm going to wait. Yeah, okay, we've definitely done it now. Liverpool 2-0 against Brighton. And there we go. We are staying in the Premier League next season. And I can take a breather because that was a really hard season that was a really hard relegation zone to get out of. We had a really tough run, and it just overall it was I thought we were done. Okay, we're done in this match. It's 3-0, I think. No, is it 2-0? I forgot they scored a second goal. I was so focused on the other matches I completely forgot about this one. It's 2-0. And yeah, I'm just delighted here because I thought we were goners by, I want to say, the beginning of March, and we just went on a run here. I thought after Watford, I thought, you know what, this is it's gonna be tough to get out of this, but we did it. Competitions, we stayed up. We have stayed up by 1 point, but we did it. We did it. It doesn't matter how we've done it, but all that matters is that we're staying up. We're playing the Premier League next season, and now I can start planning for the next year. Right. So we were insecure a while back too. We're secure now. So let's take a look at our board confidence. Competitions, English Premier Division. The minimum expectation is that the team avoid relegation from the Premier League this season. The board are pleased that the team starved off relegation from the Premier League this season. Not bad at all. So we really got to kick on from here. I'm going to think about what we do next season. I'm definitely going to add a second tactic because while I'm happy with this, I feel like we could have something else with wingers instead. That way, we know when we can attack and when we can choose to counter against maybe, I don't know. I mean, I just think we need to have a plan B because we don't really have that right now. My plan B is kind of just to go direct passing, and that's about it. But in terms of formations, I think we definitely need a second plan. So, yeah, it was quite a stressful season, but we did it. That's all I care about. We have reached our goal in avoiding relegation, took over the team in 19th, and now we can kick on from here. Hopefully we can get better and better each year. So that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and next time I will see you for the beginning of preseason. Before we end the video, first I can look at the squad one more time and just let's take a look at the average ratings and see who is the best player of the season. I think I'm going to go for Benteke. I mean, Saha has scored a bunch of goals, a bunch of important goals, but he also missed a ton of chances, and it was frustrating to watch. But yeah, Benteke even has the highest average rating. Oh, by the way, we signed this guy, Jerry St. Just. I signed him from Feyenoord, and he's going to be part of the center back line next year. So that's something to be excited over. He's still not that great, but I'm confident he'll get better over time. I'm hoping to get his marking up to 16 or 17. So yeah, James MacArthur was also really good. He was solid in most matches. Johan Kawai had a good start, but then he kind of tempered off, and he wasn't the same after my first 3 matches in charge. I was able to keep him from CSKA Moscow though. CSKA Moscow almost took over him. Fozumans is going to be leaving next season. He's also been very, very good, despite his stats not being the greatest for his age. For his age, is good, but I mean, for his age, his stats aren't the greatest at the moment in general. So yeah, okay, that's about it. I'm also gonna have to invest in a new goalkeeper as well. Junior Speroni doesn't really fill me with confidence. So that's gonna do it for this episode. I'll join you guys at the beginning of preseason when you see what signings I made, what changes I'm going to put into the club, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Cheers.